Hello and welcome to Fools HQ. It's time for our midway point of the year, song of the year. That didn't make sense, but you know
Practiced
what
that
I'm
title,
getting
didn't
at.
we?
Yeah, we did.
Half year
Song of the
review,
year
should we say?
so far. Yeah, we'll do that one. Half year review. We do this every year. Will the
Halfway
song stay
through.
the same at the end of the year? Probably not, because recency bias exists.
Yeah,
Um,
boy.
Does it just?
I'm gonna go first because of the alphabet. So number 10. I've ordered them. I don't know if either of you have.
What are you doing first? What are you giving us first of all?
Song of the year. What do you mean?
Yeah, your
I've
top.
said that about 4 times now, Yanni.
Go on,
So,
being what? Yeah, Carl. Go on.
Kings of Leon with Scene. Um, we all enjoyed the Kings of Leon album. You can watch that review here. And
No.
we love an ender by Kings of Leon. They give a good end. And they've done that this time with Scene. It's a very good song. We all liked it. I like it.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
the 10th most of the year, I'd say.
Good choice, Carl.
Thanks, mate. Another good choice, I'm sure you'll agree, is Blossoms with What Can I Say After I'm Sorry.
Simply can't.
I'm not the biggest Blossom super fan in the podcast. That goes to Liam.
Oh yeah, the Blossoms. I love them.
He loves the Blossoms.
It's a good song. It's very Blossoms. I like Blossoms, so it's not really a surprise that I like it. What can you say about that?
It's not a surprise whatsoever. I'm glad
No.
you found something in life that you enjoy. I think you should fucking reel it in a bit though. Do you know what I mean?
I do so. I do a bit more than I used to.
Yeah.
I really like Gary as well, but I think that's just been released just a little bit too recently to
Gary
be on
who?
this
You
Gary
list.
don't need to
Newman?
start telling us about all your male friends, okay? We don't need to know.
Gary Barlow?
In at 8, we have Fontaines DC with Starburster. Again, if the next single, Favourite, had been released a little bit later in the year, probably would have been on my list. But this I was pleasantly surprised by. I've said before, but I'm often really into the first couple of singles Fontaines DC put out from an album. It's happened again. I hope that carries on into Romance, but I am a little bit skeptical. But give them the benefit of the doubt. I think I like these two songs more than I've liked previous releases, so that's positive.
Very.
6, we've got Soft Play with Everything and Nothing. This song really took me by surprise when I played it. Soft Play, formerly Slaves, I think everyone knows that at this point, known for their very much simple, heavy riff type of song. And this one is on a little mandolin, I think. Or whatever it is, it really subverted my expectations. The lyrics are very nice, meaningful. And yeah, it's still quite evidently them from the vocal delivery, but I like it. Number 5, we've got Caught In with The Hills. I think this is the best song off that album. And I listen to that album quite a lot, to be fair. Don't like it as much as guitar music, but I think it's an easier listen to just have on in the background. So I have it on semi-regularly, and this one still stands out. Number 4, we've got Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds with Wild God. I was so happy when this came out, and it was as quote unquote heavy as it is, especially towards the end. The last few albums have been very monotone and dreary because of obviously what's gone on in Nick Cave's life. But this kind of feels like it's a bit of a return to the old style, and I'm into that. Thank you. 3, Idols, Pop Pop Pop. As a big fan of Tank when it came out, I've not really listened to the album much since, but this song is still on heavy rotation. I think it's the best song they've ever done. It's probably the best song they'll ever do. I think it's just perfect for what they probably wanted to create, and that makes me happy. In at 2, we have my new favourite obsession, CMAT, with Shoot. I fucking love CMAT. CMAT Supremacy all the way, guys. This is a great song. Proper earworm. Just fantastic. Just love it. Love her. Not in a weird way, but I do. And in at number 1, we have one of my favourite people on planet Earth, Bill Ryder-Jones. I Know That It's Like This. Baby, the opening track from Yakida. Just beautiful, lovely use of a sample, great way to open an album, emotional, all the rest of it. Fantastic.
Good list there, Carl. Quite a
Thanks, mate.
few.
Did you say that was ordered? Sorry.
Yes.
Right.
I'm probably quite loosely in the middle, but
Okay.
the Ryder-Jones song is definitely my favourite of the year.
I think that's a fair list. I think there's some decent picks there. Some very Callum picks.
Yep. It's Callum's list.
But not mind blowing. Not really that exciting. Basically, Callum.
Fucking hell.
Get better. You've got 6 months to work on that list. Liam.
Godfrey.
I come next alphabetically, don't I? I have not ordered mine, but I think they are kind of generally in order anyway. So I'll present it as a 10 to 1. They're not. This isn't definite, but just keep track of how many I've actually given. Number 10 is The Racket by Lucy Rose. The final track from her last album, This Ain't the Way You Go Out. There's quite a few tracks on this album that really kind of stick with me and get into my head every so often. But this one particularly as the closer, I think is a fantastic closer, a great way to kind of consolidate everything that's come before, especially with the song before, No More, which is quite a big emotional song. It feels like a great bit of levity to finish on. And yeah, her voice is great and the music's very interesting. Number 9, Ah Shoot by CMAT.
God.
Oh shoot. As you said, big earworm, just a great tune. Love it every time it comes on. Can't help but sing along to the chorus. I'll listen to a little bit more of CMAT, but nothing's really stuck with me as much as this. But I look forward to whatever's to come alongside this. Hopefully, more interesting stuff like this. So, good old CMAT supremacy.
Well, backhanded compliment there.
Number 8 is Motorway by Goat Girl, from the latest album. The album as a whole wasn't exactly what I was hoping for based off the few singles. Still pretty solid, but not as interesting as I'd hoped. But Motorway very much gets stuck in my head all the time. I think it's a great tune. A great one to play on the motorway at night time. You know, it's a good driving song. It sounds a lot like Disparate Youth by Santa Gold. But I'm fine with that because that's also a great song. And yeah, just one that's stuck with me since it came out. Number 7 is 21 Pilots. Not 20, not 22. 21 Pilots. Okay?
Right now.
With Overcompensate. Absolute slapper that came out before the slightly disappointing album. But still, it doesn't deter the love for this song because it's just fantastic. From the offset, powerful, punchy. Want to get into the main song, full of earworms, hooks, wiggling around in my brain, just wiggle. Great song, great vocals, great production, fantastic. Good bit of 21 Pilots.
Would you say it's a rammer?
Ram is a great word to use. Yeah.
Would you say it's a jammer?
Yes.
Would you say it's a bummer?
If I was to say it was a rammer jammer, then perhaps I'd say it was a bummer.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I approve.
Another rammer, Baloo by Elbow. Just a big stonking song.
Yeah,
really solid tune.
Yeah, man.
Again, just been a constant of mine since it came out, and the album was very solid, but this song still stands out. Just great tune. Number 5 right now. We're in top 5. And it's the return of Wunderhorse with Midas. I think a big part of this.
Sorry, do you know who was talking about, Cal? Or
Yeah, I've just realised that I only listed 9. Because Midas is in mine as well, and I didn't say that. That was number 7. So I'll let you carry on, Liam.
It's Wunderhorse with Midas. I just had really big, strong deja vu, A big chunk of that. Have we done this before?
In your dream.
Not this far.
Yeah, a big part of this I think is the return of Wunderhorse after that fantastic debut album, which I was a big old fan of, and they really did not disappoint with Midas. Just a great song, and in a tiny little package, just over 2 minutes. It does exactly what it needs to do, and it gets the fuck out of there. There's no hanging about. How to write a song 101. Just great. Can't wait for the album. Number 4, The Smile, A Friend of a Friend. This one is, for the second I heard it, it's just little wiggly worm right into my
Can't
heart.
have it twice.
But it's into my heart this time. It's not in my brain. So it's different to heartworm.
Heartworm.
There's just something about that, the entire song, that feels so like, as if it's almost nostalgic, but not at the same time. It feels like it's above me and inside me. It's above me and inside me at the same time.
You are so wet.
Just really good. Transcends my me. Just a great song. I love it. Tom York on absolute form. Everything about it is just beautiful. And likewise with my number 3, which is I Forgot to Be Your Lover by the Black Keys. Did not expect the Black Keys would be on this list after the last couple of pretty poor albums. Barring Delta Cream. Delta Cream is pretty good. And a cover of theirs, or cover that they have done, to be on the list, even more surprising. But honestly, love this. Absolutely love it. It's a perfect cover in my eyes. Absolutely nailed it. Sounds great. Just go and listen to it. If you haven't listened to it, please do that. Number 2, Pop by Idols. I agree with everything you said there, Carl. It's probably the best song they've ever written, and one of the best songs they'll ever write. I don't think it is the best song, but it's one of the best songs for sure. Really, as we said in the album review, this is them nailing what they were going for. 100% fucking nailing it. Do you know what I mean? Nailing it to the ground. There's no doubt about what they were trying to achieve here, because it's there in your ears. Do you know what I mean? Listen to it. Yeah, just a rip stonker. Rip stonker. I have the same. I've not revisited Tank either. This is really the only song that kind of sticks around from that last album, so deserves a place right up at top. And then the last one is Sadness as a Gift by Adrianne Lenker. Bright Future is a great album, but this song, again, from the first listen, massive tearjerker, heart ripper or opener. Absolutely beautiful. Adrianne at her best, and a song for the ages, I'd say. I think it's timeless already. I'm putting that out there right now. All right, so that's my top 10.
Can't disagree.
Well done.
You can't do it.
Just don't do
That leaves me to do mine, doesn't it, boys?
It does.
it. It
yes.
does, Yanni, yes.
Oh dear. Okay. So I think we're gonna be quite varied. This we're normally varied anyway, but I don't know.
I think
I feel like
I mean
my
I do
list
know
is
the
fine.
list. I do know the list, but we are definitely more varied than we usually are. I think usually we have 4 or 5 that are kind of mixed among us, but
So the thing is with mine, not intentionally, but it started going that way. I've tried to not include songs from albums that I may be mentioning, and will be mentioning. So, yeah, if I can, I've gone for actual singles or off albums that are yet to come out. Anyway, the first one I got introduced to this because of Godschlong in the video is Jessie by Hazel English. Feet Daywave, and it's just nice. There's something like nostalgic about the sound of it all. I love the guitar tones. and her voice is really nice. And so is the other vocalist on it, I presume, is the feature. I don't know, but the combination of the two is nice. Next up, I've got on a bit of a dance thing here now. So just a couple of songs here. Just prepare. Is Drop by Sipper, I believe.
Tune.
Got that the right way around, haven't I? I have. Absolute slapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it gives the Crystal Castle vibes that I've sort of been wanting musically for a long time. Next up, I love. I don't know why I went in that accent. Not featuring, by Effy and Mulgrab. Both those songs, by the way, just want to point this out. I think, Callum, you
I did.
welcomed into our world, which is a first, really, that you'd recommend other songs.
It's because I troll through r/indie heads. That's the only reason.
Calms
Anything that
rave era.
anything that has artwork that looks remotely interesting, I click on. That often happens to be really low res photos. They entice me. So I listened to these two and thought they
certainly
slapped
applies to
pretty hard.
these. Yeah. Next up is Underneath by Warpaint, which, as a digital single, came out this year. But it was featured as a B-side, I believe, with another song on record, which I can't, for the life of me, remember right now.
Blue.
But yes, that's the one, which I did like, and I thought I liked that more at the time when Underneath just came out. But Underneath's really grown on me. It's quite subdued, not really much going on with it, but it just sounds nice to me. I like the sound in my ears, guys. Arrest me.
That's why you want the sounds.
Yeah, let me tell you.
It is. Next up is Good Luck Babe by, now, I don't know how you pronounce it, if I'm honest. It's not Chappell or it's Chappell?
Oh yeah.
Chappell?
Chappell.
Chappell Roan?
I want to say
Roan?
Chappell
Roan?
like Dave Chappell,
Dave.
but also I don't want to say that because I don't want to say his name. Probably
Right.
Chappell.
That person. Anyway, it's really good. I've not listened to anything else they've done, if I'm honest. I don't know how I got introduced onto this. Probably a reel of some kind, or some sort of stupid TikTok video that maybe was then placed onto reels on Instagram. But I think it's a very well-written pop song. And the vocal performance in this is really good.
Apparently it's Chappell.
Yeah.
By the way.
Okay. There you go. Next up is Faded by Suki Waterhouse, which only recently I became aware of, because I know she's been releasing a lot of stuff this year, which has sort of passed me by, but I've decided to listen to the single that this was the B-side to, and just fell in love with the song. Really nice.
What you
So
want to
there
say,
you go.
Jan?
What you want. Next up is a very last-minute entry. Is Favourite by Fontaines DC. Let me tell you, this is my favourite Fontaines DC song. I've listened to it non-stop. I do mean that non-stop since it came out. Multiple times a day. There's something about it that, I don't know, well, it's the combination of the riff and like the chords and everything going on, but it is so nostalgic. The music video to it as well just emphasizes that nostalgia. And it's just a fun time. I don't know if it's actually like that lyrically. I've not read too much into the lyrics, but musically, just a great time. Really fun.
I think he's just singing about
Listen,
what I assume is
I don't
Dublin,
care.
like a city. From I've doesn't matter.
Okay. Next up is Missing Out by Maya Hawke. I think we were all very happy with this as a song when it came out. Shame about the album, but yeah, this song I still really like it, and I still listen to it very often. I wish she did more of this, you know, this kind of thing.
Yeah, just interesting.
We're all with you there, mate.
Exactly. Next up, Never Ender by Justice and Tame Impala. Absolute stonker of a tune. I'm so glad I randomly decided to listen to Justice one day for I don't know why, and then discovered that there was this song with Tame Impala. Gave it a listen, fell in love with the song. It's favorited. It's in my favorite songs that I have. Okay, it's that good to me. And then my last one is, if I can get it up again, Whatever You Want.
It's all right, yeah, we've opened there.
By Whatever You Want by Lucy Rose. This,
Nice.
I mean, it's hard not to listen to this and cry. But it's what a song! What a beautifully written song. It's so delicate, and yeah, the performance is just fantastic.
Also, just a great album.
Yeah, I do like a lot of the songs.
Great album.
Little what would you say? What's the Oni Mensch? Little Oni Mensch. The Light by Dyserth. Really solid track.
Number 1 song of the year. Number 1.
Gotta hit that in there, haven't we? Anyway, that's my top 10 plus 1.
Lovely. What's everyone else's favourite song of 2024? Let us know below. Please do. Have we missed any? Are there any that you think we'd like based on our list? Give us recommendations. Or don't. But just remember, these are our opinions.
That is literally true.
That's so true.
So true. Like, ding a bell.
Subscribe.
Yep. Do that before you ding a bell, otherwise the option won't be there.
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
See you in the next video, people.
See you on the flip side.
Bye.